Hi, I'm Toni Braxton and you're watching PunchBowl TV. Well, this is my first album in about 5 years, and I put the album out. I took about like a year to promote it a bit, and after that I did Vegas. So I got a gig there, and I was there for almost 2 years. And my health stopped me from doing that. It came quickly, unfortunately. We'll talk about that later. And I have 2 boys, and my youngest son, Diesel, suffers from autism. But he's doing great. He just started mainstream school, even though it's through a special education program. But because we found out so soon when he was young, we were able to intervene and get him in all his therapies, occupational speech, ABA, and it's made such a difference. He's like a different kid. I'm hoping by the time he's 12, my goal is that he won't have any signs of autism. And because of my health, it prolonged the album coming out. So it took about 5 years with all that stuff happening. I remember when I first got ill, my doctors told me I would never be able to perform. They said, hey, you can maybe do a song here or there, but you won't be able to perform. And I remember thinking that they may be right, because when I went to the studio shortly after and tried to record, I couldn't sing longer than 10 minutes. I remember that feeling when I met this older lady in cardiac rehab. She told me she just got back from Cabo with her 40-year-old boyfriend. She was about 70 years old. And she said she had like 4 heart attacks. She said, what are you doing here? You're too young to be here. You must have had something with your heart. And you can't be afraid to live because the first one frightens you. I said, well, you mean the first one, there's going to be others? She said, no, you could just be one that has one, but it frightens you and it takes away your love of life and you can't be afraid. So they had one little conversation. It was like a heartbeat to me, and it gave me that pulse to live again. That's why I call the album that. Like being a singer, but I'm singing a song about unbreak my heart, and yet my heart needs to be, my heart is broke. Because I remember my kid said something to me, my youngest, Mom, your heart's broke. You sung that song, your heart's broken, your heart's broke. Okay, I'm gonna got me right there. He's my separated husband, I call him. He's legally separated, but we're not divorced. But we're like the best of friends. We've been friends for a long time. We have kids together, and our youngest kid's autistic, so we're forced to be friends whether we wanted to or not. And we're in the family business. We work together. Like he's here now, because he's doing the sound for the shows I have to do this week. Organic to who I am as a performer, and I decided not to be a record company. I was going to be an artist and just perform and do songs I love. I'm not trying to be young. I'm comfortable being older and wiser, and I didn't want to do a bubblegum album. I don't want to disrespect the music and call it bubblegum. I mean bubblegum like a point in my life where I'm older. I mean, they're younger. They're supposed to do songs, the songs they do that's young and happy and mainstream, and it's like fashion. It's supposed to be. But for me, I'm comfortable being older, and I think a lot of artists, it takes you time to get comfortable with being older. You see the younger artists like, oh, maybe I should be dancing and bouncing like that or doing songs like that. And I'm like, I can still dance and bounce, but my way. You know, I can make being in my age group happening and hip and sexy and all that great stuff. You know, I've been very fortunate that I don't have a nemesis. Like everyone compares like Whitney to Mariah, Britney to Christina. I have no one I'm compared to. So they don't beat me up as much. But a nemesis does help you be more competitive because you have an opponent. I don't really have that. So they kind of let me do what I want to do a little bit more than they let them. So that's a lucky thing. I haven't started dating yet. My husband and I have been separated for a little over a year, but no one's asked me out. But to be honest, I'm not mentally ready. And I think people can sense that. Trey's my sweetheart, he's my baby, but we're label mates. I don't see Trey, he's like my brother. It's like we tease each other. He calls me Demi Moore, and I call him Ashton. So we tease each other, a little pet name we have for each other. But like, it was nothing, just a kiss on TV. But he did have soft lips, I have to be honest. I remember like an hour later after the performance, like, that was kind of nice. He was very soft. We didn't, I mean, it was, you know, not an intimate kiss, it was just lip only, but I remember thinking his lips were very soft.
Do you have a celebrity crush? Is there anyone else you'd like to
I do like Drake, but I have to stop liking Drake because it wasn't a good look. Me and my 17-year-old niece were both going crazy over Drake. Not a good look. Like, oh my God, Drake. She's like, oh my God, yes, Drake's on TV. Let's watch. I'm like, yeah. Oh, this is not good. You're 17. You know what it is? He reminds me of this guy I dated in college, and they looked almost identical. So it's kind of taking me back when I was younger. But Drake is super sexy and I love his voice. His rap voice. His talking voice, I'm not loving yet. But his rap voice is hot.
Say something, baby. I'm gonna need you to say something, baby.
I'm gonna need you to say something, baby. Say something, baby. Say something, baby. Oh. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I love Drake. Okay, maybe I'm too old to like Drake, but he's my cougar crush.
Do you like Justin Bieber?
My sons love Justin Bieber. Oh my God. They said, Mommy, can you take you off and put Justin Bieber on? All right, kids, can we focus? Or Black Eyed Peas, or Usher. Actually, I love Drake. My kids love Drake. We're supposed to do a song, Why Won't You Love Me? That's on the album. We're going to do a remix. Definitely on purpose. I said, you know, I'm going to do it over, take it out, cut it off, and start over. I was going through a separation. You know how girls get, we want to change it up. We feel like we can, you know, we're going through things personally. We can get a new hairstyle or redecorate our rooms or just do different things. So that's what girls do. Other guys kind of find it in other women. Girls immediately find it in ourselves. We change ourselves up.
Do you visually...
I'm not saying that's what my husband did. Oh my God, I don't want to put that out there. That's not what it is. I'm just saying women versus men. We're a little different. No, because when I first came out, I had short hair. So I'm kind of very comfortable with the short hair thingy. I think image for me is always, I've been very fortunate when an artist and image kind of followed me with my career. My hair was short, my hair was long. If I wore a cat suit, if I didn't, people kind of followed me. Very fortunate, but artists now do have to make themselves more fashionable, which is unfortunate because I think Gaga is super talented and people lose how talented she is because they want to see what she's wearing or how outrageous her outfits are. I think at first I was a little bit wondering, like, okay, where do I fit, where do I stand? But when you get my age, well, I should say for me, I don't care about that anymore. I'm totally comfortable where I am because I still look good. If I didn't look good, I'd probably be concerned. But I work out all the time. So it doesn't just come easy. I work out almost every day.